Welcome to our celebration of the greatest Black filmmakers of all time. These visionaries have not only shaped the film industry, but have also inspired countless individuals around the world. Through their unique lenses, they've illuminated the Black experience in ways both intimate and universal. They've challenged conventions, sparked dialogue, and ignited our imaginations. This is a tribute to their artistry, their courage, and their unwavering commitment to telling our stories. Let's dive into the legacies of these cinematic titans. Born in Atlanta, raised in Brooklyn, Spike Lee's journey began with the pulse of the city thrumming in his veins. He picked up a camera and gave voice to the unheard, a chronicler of Black life in all its complexities. Do the Right Thing, a vibrant tapestry of Brooklyn on a scorching summer day, wasn't just a film, it was a cultural earthquake. It sparked conversations, challenged perspectives, and announced the arrival of a bold new voice in cinema. And then came Malcolm X, a cinematic odyssey that delved deep into the life of the iconic leader. Denzel Washington, in a performance for the ages, embodied Malcolm's fire, his vulnerability, his evolution. Lee's films are not just entertainment, they're calls to action, demanding that we confront uncomfortable truths and fight for a more just world. He taught us to see the world through a different lens, to question, to challenge, to rise. His legacy is one of unwavering passion, unflinching honesty, and an unshakable commitment to telling our stories our way. Spike Lee, a true revolutionary. Ava DuVernay, a name synonymous with powerful storytelling, with holding a mirror to society and demanding it do better. Her journey began not in the hallowed halls of film school, but in the trenches of independent filmmaking, honing her craft, finding her voice. With Selma, she transported us to the heart of the civil rights movement, to the bridge in Selma, Alabama, where ordinary people stood up to injustice and changed the course of history. And then came When They See Us, a searing indictment of a justice system that failed 5 innocent young men. The world watched, hearts breaking, as DuVernay forced us to confront the devastating consequences of racial bias. Her camera doesn't flinch from difficult truths. It embraces them, challenges them, and ultimately seeks to dismantle them. She is a master storyteller, weaving narratives that are both deeply personal and undeniably universal. Ava DuVernay, a force of nature, a champion for the marginalized, a visionary who reminds us that cinema can be a powerful tool for social change. Ryan Coogler, a filmmaker who burst onto the scene with a raw, visceral style, his films pulsating with the energy of youth and the weight of expectation. Fruitvale Station, his debut feature, told the tragic story of Oscar Grant, a young Black man whose life was cut short. He followed this with Creed, breathing new life into the Rocky franchise, exploring themes of legacy, family, and the fight to forge your own path. And then came Black Panther, a cultural phenomenon that shattered box office records and captured the imaginations of audiences worldwide. Wakanda, a vibrant, technologically advanced African nation, became a symbol of Black excellence and possibility. Coogler's films are infused with a deep humanity, a profound understanding of the human condition, and an unwavering belief in the power of representation. He is a visionary storyteller who is redefining what's possible in Hollywood. Chapter 4. Jordan Peele, Reimagining Horror. Jordan Peele, a master of suspense, a weaver of nightmares, a filmmaker who took a genre often relegated to cheap thrills and infused it with searing social commentary. Get Out, his directorial debut, was a genre-bending masterpiece, a horror film that held a mirror up to society's deepest fears and prejudices. It was a wake-up call, a chilling reminder that the monsters are often closer than we think. Us, his follow-up, continued to explore the complexities of identity and the duality of human nature. Peele's films are not just scary, they're thought-provoking, challenging our perceptions and forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths. He has breathed new life into the horror genre, using it as a platform to explore social issues and spark important conversations. Jordan Peele, a visionary filmmaker who understands that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. Chapter 5. John Singleton, a voice from South Central. John Singleton, a filmmaker who gave voice to a community often ignored and misrepresented. Growing up in South Central Los Angeles, he witnessed firsthand the realities of poverty, violence, and systemic racism. His debut film, Boys in the Hood, was a raw and unflinching portrayal of life in the hood, a coming-of-age story set against a backdrop of gang violence and societal neglect. Singleton's films were not just entertainment, they were social documents, offering a glimpse into a world often invisible to mainstream audiences. He gave a voice to the voiceless, shining a light on the realities of urban America. His legacy is one of authenticity, of telling stories that mattered, of using his platform to advocate for change. John Singleton, a true pioneer, a voice we lost too soon. Chapter 6. Steve McQueen, a master of empathy. Steve McQueen, a filmmaker who doesn't shy away from difficult subjects, who forces us to confront the darkest chapters of human history. His films are not easy to watch, but they are essential viewing. 12 Years a Slave, based on the true story of Solomon Northup, a free black man who was kidnapped and sold into slavery, is a harrowing and unforgettable film. Chiwetel Ejiofor's performance as Solomon is nothing short of breathtaking, conveying the unimaginable horrors of slavery with raw emotional power. McQueen's films are not just about the past, they are about the present, reminding us that the legacy of slavery and racism continues to cast a long shadow. He is a master storyteller, a visual artist, and a moral compass, guiding us through the darkness and reminding us of the importance of empathy and understanding. Chapter 7. Barry Jenkins, a filmmaker with a poet's heart, a painter's eye, and a musician's ear. His films are lyrical, evocative, and deeply moving. Moonlight, his masterpiece, is a coming-of-age story told in 3 chapters, tracing the life of a young black man from childhood to adulthood. It's a film about identity, about love, about the search for connection in a world that often feels isolating and unforgiving. Jenkins's films are infused with a deep humanity, a tenderness, and a profound understanding of the human condition. He captures the nuances of human emotion with a rare sensitivity, drawing us into the lives of his characters and making us care deeply about their journeys. Barry Jenkins, a visionary filmmaker who reminds us of the power of cinema to transport us, to move us, and to help us understand ourselves and each other a little bit better. Chapter 8. F. Gary Gray. From music videos to blockbusters. F. Gary Gray, a director who seamlessly transitions from gritty urban dramas to high-octane action films, always with a keen eye for visual storytelling and a knack for capturing the energy of his characters. He made his mark with Friday, a hilarious and insightful look at life in South Central Los Angeles, before taking on biopics like Straight Outta Compton. Chronicling the rise of the iconic rap group NWA, Gray's versatility is evident in his filmography, which includes action thrillers like The Italian Job and The Fate of the Furious. He's a master of his craft, delivering crowd-pleasing entertainment while never shying away from exploring complex themes and showcasing diverse voices. F. Gary Gray, a director who continues to push boundaries and redefine what's possible in Hollywood. Chapter 9. Kasi Lemmons, Crafting Intimate Portraits. Kasi Lemmons, a filmmaker known for her nuanced characters and evocative storytelling, often exploring themes of family, identity, and the complexities of human relationships. Eve's Bayou, her directorial debut, is a haunting and lyrical tale set in the Louisiana Bayou, exploring the secrets and lies that bind a family together. Lemmons' films are often infused with a sense of magical realism, blending the everyday with the extraordinary. She's a master of creating atmosphere and mood, drawing us into the worlds of her characters and making us feel deeply connected to their journeys. Her latest film, Harriet, tells the extraordinary story of Harriet Tubman, the abolitionist who risked her life to lead enslaved people to freedom. With Cynthia Erivo's powerful performance as Harriet, Lemmons brings to life a true American hero. Chapter 10. Dee Reese, A Force of Nature. Dee Reese, a filmmaker who tackles complex social issues with honesty, sensitivity, and a fierce determination to give voice to the marginalized. Her breakout film, Pariah, is a coming-of-age story about a young black lesbian coming to terms with her identity. It's a powerful and moving film that explores themes of family, acceptance, and the courage it takes to be true to yourself. Reese followed this with Mudbound, a historical drama set in the Jim Crow South, exploring the intersection of race, class, and gender in post-World War II America. Her films are unflinching in their portrayal of injustice, but they are also filled with hope and resilience. Dee Reese, a powerful voice in contemporary cinema, a filmmaker who is changing the way we see the world. Outrow, a legacy of inspiration. Thank you for joining us in celebrating these incredible filmmakers. Their stories and visions continue to inspire and pave the way for future generations. From the streets of Brooklyn to the heart of Wakanda, their films have transported us, challenged us, and reminded us of the power of storytelling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's continue to celebrate Black excellence in all its forms.